Yo, what is good, guys? Reflex here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to make this quick video helping you guys out with search and destroy. If you're a Call of Duty player that, you've always been good and you're always able to keep a good KD ratio and you're able to hold your own out there, and then you make your way into search and destroy and you kind of find yourself a little bit lost, or you're just constantly getting dominated, stick around for the entirety of the video because I promise you I can help you improve. All right, so just for a little background knowledge on me, so you don't think you're just listening to some random guy spew out knowledge. I've been playing CODs for about 15 years, and I played about, I'd say, probably 13 of those competitively on Game Battles, CMG, and UMG, just the various websites over the years. I've won tournaments, I've won money, all in search and destroy. So I'm not just spewing this stuff out, just talking out of my ass. So anyway, one thing I want to get straight first for people is search and destroy isn't like a game mode, isn't like any other game mode in Call of Duty. Search and destroy pretty much comes from Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, it's the same thing. There's two bomb sites: offense, defense, terrorists, counter-terrorists. The objective is as seen. Offense plants the bomb, defense has to defuse the bomb. But one thing that so many people lack in search and destroy when they start playing it, they lack understanding of how important map knowledge is. Map knowledge is so important in search because you need to understand timings. You need to understand when you spawn in, how long it's going to take the enemy to get to a certain point of the map. So say when you see me at the beginning of the game rush into A, I'm waiting, just because I've played the game for a little bit, you're waiting to understand how long it's going to be for the enemy to meet you in that building or to meet you at that bomb site. That is something you have to know. And in search and destroy, you have to know when to push kills and when to not push kills. A lot of people, I've had comments in the past, they've asked me, hi, I get a really good KD ratio when I play domination, hard point, stuff like that, but when I go into search, I just get destroyed. Any tips? The way that I would explain to people search and destroy is, keep in mind, search and destroy isn't a game mode based on getting kills. Search and destroy is a game mode based around not getting killed. That is one thing that a lot of people struggle with, is they run and gun, they're trying to just go for kills. And yes, that can work sometimes depending on your opponents. But if you're going up against an opponent that literally has, no knowledge at all, yeah, you're just going to farm them and you're just going to destroy them. But if you're playing against like people with half a brain and understand map awareness, you don't even have to have that great a gun skill in search. If you have good map awareness and you understand timing and you understand the map, you can come out with a W in search and destroy. Another big piece of advice I would always recommend to people is don't look for gunfights. In search and destroy, there was an old saying people used to say in game battles: good players win gunfights, great players avoid them. So if you know you're going to be confronted with an enemy head on, avoid that situation. It's all about understanding space in search and destroy, understanding a building, understanding the area of where the bomb is going to be, the most likely spots people are going to be. So when you walk up on a bomb site, okay, on this specific map, there's a head glitch to my right, there's, a ledge to my left, and there's, say, a window right in the middle. You know for a fact you don't just want to go running and gunning out there. What you want to do is you want to approach that corner, just kind of jiggle peek it a bit, just back and forth at that corner, get a little knowledge before you, make the move and move into a bomb site. One of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of new players make in search and destroy, they always just run right around corners. I'm not saying I don't do it. Everybody runs around corners, but if you're really, trying to win and you're really trying to focus, take your time, slow down a little bit. Especially in this game, in Modern Warfare 2, use your ears to play, and just use your eyes. And in this game, unfortunately, movement is very, very nerfed. Things right now, as of November of 2022, Modern Warfare 2 is very slow. You can't really play this game as fast as you could in, say, Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 2019 or Vanguard or Cold War. You do have to approach gunfights prepared and ready, or else you're gonna kind of get caught lacking, really. If you come around the corner YYing, and you're gonna get dusted. You see all these TikToks and these YouTube shorts of people YYing and doing crazy spins on controllers and stuff, and I played on controller for 14 years. This last year I've than on mouse and keyboard. I can tell you right now, watching those players, I mean, yeah, it might look cool, it might sound cool because they have the, you know, rap over it and it's slowed down and it's edited really cool. But if you were to ever, and I mean ever, go attempt any of that kind of thing against anybody with any skill, you would just get, I mean, you would get destroyed. I mean, if you were to try that in a game battles tournament or a game battles match or a CMG wager, you would just, most of those people that think that's skill, they have no comprehension of what it's like to actually play against a professional player or tournament grinders or S&D geeks. Like, you have no idea. To be a good search and destroy player, it's all about understanding timing. You need to know when to push. You need to know when not to push. You need to keep an eye on that bomb clock. In this game, you need to understand when you get to a certain point not to rush any farther. So when you get to this, like, say, a certain building before a bomb site, don't push any farther. Listen for audio cues, listen for call-outs. If you're playing public search and destroy, you're probably just going to get, you know, racial slurs and be called whatever. But every once in a while you'll run into a match where people are making decent call-outs, and work with your teammates if you can. I know when you're playing with public matches, you're kind of limited when it comes to teammates, so if you can party up, I would definitely recommend it. Search and destroy is very much, if you have a good squad that understands how to play the game, you can dominate. There is a little bit, of course, like anything, there's a little bit of a luck factor depending on timing, especially in Call of Duty. But if you understand how to hold a map, how to control a map, and how not to die, that's pretty much one of the biggest things in Call of Duty, and especially in competitive Call of Duty. All you ever heard people say is play your life, play your life. Don't make irrational choices. Imagine if, like, the player you're playing as, your character, imagine if that was you in real life. Would you just go running into a building like that? No, probably not. So that's, like, my biggest advice I would definitely give players that are learning search and destroy. It really comes down to constant repetition, constant map awareness. You just have to learn maps, and then you just have to understand how to pace things well. So say you're going into a bomb site, say they have bomb down and you're in like a 1v3 situation. If you're coming around a corner, you peek the common areas or alleyways or windows that are going to be most common, and as soon as you get in a gunfight, especially in if you're in a diffusing situation, if you kill one player, instantly be ready for the next one to push you. Now, not all players are smart, so they really don't trade, but if you are getting in a gunfight, the first thing you should do after that gunfight is either well, depending on where you are on the map, go for the next gunfight or instantly run for cover. A lot of people don't understand how to play their life in a clutch situation. If you're on like I said, a diffusing situation like that, you're instantly trying to go for kills. So in a diffusing situation, you want to go for one kill and then instantly prepare for the next. Now, if you're in a clutch situation where it's, say, a 1v4 or a 1v5, what you want to do is you want to have those players come to you. Any intelligent player would know, depending on whether you're on offense or defense. If I'm on offense, I know that if we're just playing one person, we're just going to go lay the bomb down and just wait. Because by putting the bomb down, you're putting the other person on offense. Then they have to come, and then you're on defense. You're posted up and you're ready. Now, in public search, sometimes they just, you know, it comes down to a 1v5 and they just rush you. So if you're in that 1v5 situation, pick off one player, move back into the map, and wait and listen for sound cues. Listen for those people to push towards you. Instantly be moving. In these types of clutches, you want to be sure to catch people by surprise. You have to allow those players to come to you and feed you kills, not you feed them kills. You don't need to be going towards them, they need to come to you. And that's one of the biggest, especially in public search. You can get a 1v5 in public search fairly easily if you're just like thinking it through, like barely. People are gonna come straight to you. Just take your time and just really just use your brain. When it comes to public respawn, so many players just run around and do their thing. You really can't do that in search and destroy, no matter who you're playing. I mean, you can run around, but if you're playing against people that actually play search and destroy and understand maps, you're not going to have the best of luck. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Just some key points again in search. Be sure to play your life. understand search and destroy is not a game mode of getting kills. It's a game mode about not getting killed. Don't go for gunfights. Let gunfights like come to you. Like I said, good players win gunfights, great players avoid them. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If this wasn't helpful, I don't know what to tell you. Just keep playing Search and Destroy. You'll get better. It just takes some practice and some time. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this today. And for more Search and Destroy content, sub to the channel and like, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Yeah, top 3.
You niggas are dog shit, my boy. Hey, God, you be quiet now, my boy. You was talking all that shit first.
Yo, YouTube Reflex, GG's.
My boy, look at you. Look at you.